I drink nothing but Prime for a week straight. And water, guys. I can't just not drink water. It's physically impossible, and it's very unrecommended. Do not do that. Prime has been taking over the market by storm. It was created by KSI and Logan Paul back in June of 2022. And to be honest with you guys, I never had it up until this point in my life. You know, they claim a lot of things. They claim that they're like the best sports drink out there for hydration and all these different vitamins and this, that, and the other. People are saying it's really bad because a lot of it's just artificial compared to, you know, Powerade or Gatorade that uses sugar. They're using artificial sweetener. And the reason I wanted to make this video entirely about me drinking Prime for a week was just because we ended up buying a thing of Prime at one point, and it was in our fridge for like a month. And I was like, oh, okay. So I tried it, and I was like, this is good, too good to be true. You know? It was the fruit punch one, or tropical punch, whatever they call it. And I tasted it. I'm like, there's just no way. This tastes better than regular fruit punch. Like, it has to be filled with sugar. It has to be like not good for you whatsoever. You know, they say that they have vitamins in it, this, that, and the other. But I'm like, that just has to be a marketing ploy. There's got to be some fine print in here somewhere. You know what I mean? Logan Paul is known for being a scam artist. He's a little scammy guy who likes to scam his audience. And I believe they went on to say that KSI didn't have too much involvement up until, like, putting his fucking name on it. So, with Logan Paul, a known scammer, at the forefront of this thing, I'm like, yeah, it's gotta be BS, right? And apparently I'm the one that's wrong. I mean, we're gonna get into this video, guys, but I'm gonna show you, like, the first day, when I first had Prime, I had a lemonade Prime. And that was the one I had that day. It did not have that weird aftertaste that, you know, most lemonade has, that like that citrusy part that like will kind of stay with you. It tasted very artificial and like whatever. Like it tasted fine. It just tasted like really sweet lemon water. That it didn't have that kick that lemonade has in it. And then throughout the next couple days, I tested them and I kept drinking them here and there, and I was having about one a day, and I didn't substitute anything out for like water. The thing is, it's just so good. Every time I had it, it was delicious. So where's the catch? Where is the catch? Honest to God, I couldn't find it. So, you know what I did? I called my buddy up. He's a dietitian. He owns a company full of dietitians, and I wanted him to help me break down what is going on with Prime. Why is it so good? Like, is it better than Powerade? Is it better than Gatorade? Another one that hit the market was Body Armor. So let's hop right into that, where my buddy's going to help me break down everything and see, you know, what's going on with this drink.
My name's Jared Boyle, registered dietitian. We have a private practice, and what we do every day is help people reach their goal one bite at a time. So today we got a bunch of different drinks. We're going to see what is the healthiest.
Okay, so you hear it all the time that like, oh, Gatorade's good for you for this, Powerade's good for you for that, Prime is good now because of this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So my main question is, which one of these is actually going to replenish somebody? Like just as a general scope.
And that's a good question, because when we even ask what is the healthiest, you know, we have to define healthy. And so we don't have a set definition of what healthy is. I take it as what is getting a person to reach their goals faster in a more sustainable way.
Okay, so now typically these are all sports drinks per se, you know.
Yeah.
And as an athlete, no matter what you're doing, you're going to be exhausted. So a lot of them want to hit on, we replenish you fast. Mm-hmm. You feel better. We got a lot of electrolytes, you know, all that bullshit. So it might be bullshit. I mean, we haven't looked.
Bullshit is another man's replenishment.
Yeah, so like if I'm sweating my ass off and I'm outside, it's 90 some degrees, I've been working for 2 hours, I just want to know which one would be the best to actually replenish me, and I'm not going to get full of sugar, you know?
Yes, definitely.
Like I don't want to get fucked. I don't want to drink a Diet Coke or something, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to do something that you think is bettering yourself and actually taking you a step back.
Yeah.
For sure. And when they say replenished, there's a couple different things that they could be talking about. So you're maybe replenishing your glycogen stores, which is basically the sugar in your muscles and your liver and all that, or you're replenishing the water content, or you're replenishing the electrolytes, like you said. And so we're talking about overall health, and one thing you want to look at is the nutrition facts label. Another thing you want to look at is the ingredient list. So anything on the ingredient list, the first thing is going to be what the highest content of the item has in it. So the first thing on all these is probably going to be water. I hope it's going to be water. Body Armor's water, Prime's water, Powerade and Gatorade are both water. So that's awesome. And then we're not even going to look at the nutrition facts label yet. We're just going to look at ingredients. So the second ingredient, this is a big one too in each item. Second ingredient in Powerade is high fructose corn syrup. So we're starting off bad. We're starting off really bad.
And how's that relate to your body? Just, you know.
Yeah, so that metabolizes in a different way than regular sugar. So when we're looking at all the types of sugar and things like that, you know, if you have to, sugar's pretty good compared to high fructose corn syrup. But then a banana is better than just sugar because everything has something else with it. Like a banana is going to have fiber, it's going to have potassium, it's going to have vitamins, whereas a spoonful of sugar is just straight sugar.
Yeah.
So looking at Gatorade, the second ingredient is sugar. So better than high fructose corn syrup. So right now we're in fourth place, third place, and then we're going to look at the two newer options that have hit the market, you know, in the last like 10 years. So Body Armor is pure cane sugar. So they're trying a little harder. You know, that's maybe just a marketing tactic saying it's pure cane sugar. And then number one, maybe, is going to be Prime. And the second ingredient is actually coconut water. And this is also because all of these three drinks are not really a calorie-free or a low-calorie option. So to add those calories to replenish glycogen stores, they're using sugar to do that.
Okay.
I'd go with the Body Armor if you're running. This will have a lot of electrolytes too. You know, we didn't go super deep on all those different things, but just looking right now live, they're neck and neck really when it comes to the vitamins and the electrolytes. So breaking these out from the perspective of best to worst for 80% of the population who just wants to feel good. They're not trying to break world records or get into the Olympics or anything like that. We're just talking, how do we feel good and make sure it tastes good too? I'm going to go with Prime as number one, the best, because I love all the additional vitamins. I think that's really cool that they're doing that. And this only has 25 calories. And it's important to keep in mind, low calories does not always equal healthy. You know, it all depends on your goals. And your goals are probably to live longer and feel better. So sometimes you need more calories to feel your best. So someone who's a runner is going to get the Powerade. But going from best all the way to worst, we're going to jump right ahead. I think this is definitely the worst. I think the second ingredient is high fructose corn syrup. I think it has a pretty low amount of electrolytes. I think it has no additional vitamins. And they threw in Red 40 just to fuck you a little extra. So in between, I think Body Armor is really cool. I think this is definitely a close second because it has more calories, and that's okay because you may need those from what you just did, what you just burned off to replenish your glycogen stores, get your brain working good, get your muscles pumped back up. And then third place, Gatorade. You know, there's no additional vitamins. There is sugar in it, but for someone who needs that sugar, it is a good choice. I'm not saying that's bad, but for the general person just hanging out, wanting to hydrate, wanting to get more vitamins, this is not your best choice, not at all, for sure. This or this would be good. This has 120 in a bottle, 120 calories. So that's not crazy. And they make sugar-free options so that you can have probably 20, 25 calories in it.
Okay, so without substituting out water or anything, let's say I want to add this on into my day-to-day life. How many of these can I drink? And we'll pull them all back up here.
Yeah.
But what would you recommend to be a safe amount of each of these drinks?
You know, I'm always going to preface really any answer I give about anything with it's relative to you and your goals. But, you know, I really like to say 1 a day wouldn't kill you. You know, 5 a day really wouldn't kill you either. But say you have 5 of these a day, that's 1,000 calories. That's getting up there for someone who's maybe trying to eat 2 to 3,000, trying to work on their health goals. I love to see people get their calories through food just because there's so much with it rather than just mostly water and sugar. But you're not some of those people who just need extra calories. We get people who eat 5,000 a day because they have crazy goals and they work out all the time. I have a couple guys like that. So it all just depends what your goal is. But I would say try to get all the water you need for you, and that's relative as well. And then maybe if you want to have one of these for fun or to support your goals a little more, I'd go with one. That's my final answer.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jared, for being with us. And
of course.
Guys, check out Jared at the end of the video so that way you can go say, fuck nutritionists.
Fuck nutritionists,
Get
seriously.
the people you need and
Yeah.
get these motherfuckers for free because insurance will cover it.
Facts.
Thank you so much to Jared for hopping in there with us and, giving some more of a deep dive. Also with the taste test, I was actually surprised by the results that he came up with. And, the dude just wants to help out. Yeah, we're not sponsored by Prime or anything, obviously. Look at my sub count. Look at all, Logan Paul's not out here reaching out to small creators to test out his drink. I did this entirely out of my pocket. In fact, Logan, you should probably reimburse me for this, man. I paid like $50 some just to do those taste tests. You're a fucking millionaire. You scam everybody you can find out, So you can give me $50. You probably made 10 million off a scam. You can give me $50, you fucking bitch. I'll beat them. Like Logan Paul, he's so tough. He fought Floyd Mayweather and he fought KSI twice. I'll beat the fuck out of Logan Paul. He's a bitch. He's a bitch. He left Ohio to go to California. Dude, I'm still in Ohio. I'm still fucking rocking over here. Pull up, pussy. You know what I mean? Fuck you, Logan, you fucking scam artist. Congrats on having the president on your fucking podcast. So that's actually insane. Never saw that collab coming. So with a week of drinking it, how did I feel? I felt good because usually if you're going to drink an energy drink or a sports drink, you're usually doing hard work and shit. And there was a couple days there where I was actually out doing things. But most of the time I drank it probably anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours after I've already woken up because I wanted that extra kick for my day. Your body already gives you an extra kick when you wake up for about 90 minutes. So I waited the good time. I got in those nice vitamins. And in fact, I was hungover the other day and I felt like shit. And so I took an ice pop, Prime. I extended my week to 9 days and I drank it to kind of give me some vitamins in because I felt like shit. But yeah, it just gave me a nice boost of energy. I felt good about drinking it and it wasn't nothing terrible, $2 or $3 depending on where you go for the drink. It's a little pricey if you want to try to have one every single day. Not everybody has $3 every single day to drop on that. And I totally get it, It's definitely going to up your grocery bill compared to any other sugary drink. But if you want a continuous sports drink that you can sip on and help refuel you and get you some vitamins in, then Prime is there, baby. Prime is doing the Lord's work on that one. I honestly thought, like I said, it's a scam. Scammy. It's not. It's great. I don't have many bad things to say about it. I guess don't drink them all together because then you'll realize which ones are kind of lacking on flavor compared to other ones. The ice pop and lemon lime weren't that big of flavors. When you drink, the tropical punch. And yeah, I did get kind of a headache, and my buddy Jared got a kind of a headache when we drank them. But we were drinking a lot of them. Very large amounts were drank in one period of time, and we weren't drinking much water in between. So that would be the one thing, is just make sure you still get all your water in, because that's going to happen no matter what kind of drink you have. Whether it's alcoholic or if it's a pop, a soda, a juice. If you have too much of the one and you don't have enough water flowing through your system, it's going to kind of mess you up anyway. So I can't necessarily deduct points from Prime because of that. Sorry, I just can't. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you want to check out Jared and his company and see what they're all about, and maybe be able to see a dietitian for free, watch the last minute or so of this video. And then if you want the full breakdown, guys, It's going to be posted 30 minutes after this video, so by the time you're watching this, it's already up. It's the next video on my channel. It'll be linked below, where you can see his full breakdown of everything, because this motherfucker was just yapping too much. Alright, until next time, I really appreciate you guys for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.
So I appreciate you guys watching, looking into these drinks. It's really crazy to see all the discrepancies and differences between these ones who are so close in competition. You know, they share a shelf space at eye level most of the time in any store you're in. And with that being said, we have a team of dietitians. All we do is help people do stuff like this. You know, we might sit with a client, have all these drinks in a room, and talk about them so that they leave knowing what's best for them. And that's exactly what we do every day. We just try to create a diet-free home, one bite at a time. And that's what this little guy's all about, because that's how you eat an elephant, just one bite at a time. There's a little bite out of his head, because it's just like any crazy goal you have, doesn't matter what it is, you can reach it one bite at a time. Maybe it's not a bite of food, maybe it's a step outside or a box you check off on your to-do list, but that's what we do, and we love doing it. There's a team of us who just shoot to help people every day. So check us out. Instagram, RDJROD. Our website is rdjrod.com. We'll have some links down in the description. We appreciate your time. Hope you learned something new, and if you watch the full video, there's a lot more to learn. So looking forward to seeing you.